Last class, we have discussed about some important parts of the flower, like calyx, corolla. When we observe the thalamus or flower, there are four whorls. From the first whorl, one type of floral appendages are originated. All floral appendages originated from the first whorl are called calyx. What? Calyx. Next, from the second whorl are corolla. From the second whorl are corolla. Okay, observe carefully. Next, androecium. These two are already discussed. Non-essential floral pods. Okay, these are non-essential. Floral pod. Next, this is also called as accessory. What? Accessory floral pod. Accessory floral pod. Already in last class, we discussed about these two types of the floral pod. Now, let us discuss about the other two types of floral pods. They are first one, androecium, next gynoecium. Androecium and gynoecium. Okay, yeah. Androecium. Next, gynoecium. Observe carefully. These two are called essential floral pods. These two are essential floral pods. Understanding? Observe carefully. Essential floral pod. Here androecium is male. Androecium is male pod. Gynoecium is female pod. Androecium is the male pod. Gynoecium is female pod. Are you understanding? Observe. Now, let us discuss about the androecium. Let us discuss about androecium. Here, floral appendages, floral appendages developed from floral appendages developed from third whorl, developed from third whorl of flower. All these floral appendages are collectively called as collectively called as androecium. What? Androecium. This is important one. Remember, androecium. Here, individual floral parts of the androecium are called stamen. Are called stamen. Very important structures these are. What? Stamen. Okay. Observe carefully. Next, when we observe the stamen, structure of the stamen, there are different parts. For example, observe the stamen. Here, a stalk is present. This stalk of the stamen is called filament. What? Filament. Next, observe carefully. A knob-like structure is present. This knob-like structure of the stamen is called anther. What? Anther. These are two important parts. Of these two important parts, anther is the fertile part. What? Anther is the fertile part. Anther is the fertile part. Remember, important one. Why means inside of the anther male gametes are produced. What are they? What are they? Let us discuss. Okay, here when we observe the answer, for example, imagine this is the TS of answer. This is the TS of answer. Observe. Next, when we observe the answer at each corner, specialized structures are present like this. Specialized cells are present like this. Specialized cells are present. This specialized tissue is called spore mother, microspore mother, tissue or sporogenous tissue or sporogenous tissue. What? Sporogenous tissue at each corner. Like this, at each corner, sporogenous tissue is present. Sporogenous tissue is present. Observe once. of the sporogenous tissue. What? Sporogenous tissue. Here, sporogenous tissue is sporogenous tissue acts as the spore mother cell. Each and every spore, each and every cell of the sporogenous tissue, each and every cell of the sporogenous tissue acts as the spore mother cell. Spore mother cell. Then all spore mother cells are involved in meiosis process. Meiosis process. What is meiosis? Meiosis means one type of cell division. One type of cell division. After meiosis process, each and every spore mother cell, gives 4 spores, microspores. How many? 4 microspores. From one cell. Like this. These are microspores. These are microspores. These microspores, listen carefully, these microspores are involved in another cell division, that is mitosis. That is mitosis process. Only one cell division. Then after mitosis process, each and every cell, here observe carefully, each and every this microspore is modified as two-celled structure. How? Two-celled structure. That is called pollen grain. What? Pollen grain. Observe, this is the pollen grain structure. What? Pollen grain. Observe carefully. Pollen grain is surrounded by two membranes, exine, next one, intine. Exine and intine. Next, inside of the pollen grain. Inside of the pollen grain, dense cytoplasm is present and a peculiar nucleus is nucleus is also present. A large irregular shaped nucleus is also present here. Here a large cell is present. This large cell is called vegetative cell. What? Vegetative cell. In cytoplasm of the vegetative cell, another small spindle-shaped cell floats. Other spindle-shaped cell floats in cytoplasm of the vegetative cell. This spindle-shaped cell is called generative cell. What? Generative cell. By dividing generative cell gives the two male gametes. What? Two male gametes are produced from the generative cell. Produced from the generative cell. Okay, this is the structure of the pollen grain. Structure of the pollen grain. When we observe the membranes or pollen wall, okay, there are here and there small spore-like structures are present. Means regions where outer membrane is absent. Those regions are called germ pores. What? Germ pores. Observe carefully. What? Germ pores. What is the importance of this germ pores? What is the importance of this germ pores? What is the importance? What is the importance? During the germination of the pollen grain, pollen tube is extended through this germ pore. Through this germ pore. Observe carefully once again. Observe. This is the structure of the stamen. Structure of the stamen. Here TS of anther. TS of anther. Next, pollen grind. Structure of the pollen grind. Okay. These are important structures. Observe one. Generative cell is very, very important because by dividing or by breaking down, it gives two male gametes. It gives two male gametes. Okay. Yes. Okay, observe next. Gynoecium. What? Gynoecium. Here, floral appendages, floral appendages developed from fourth whorl are collectively called as gynoecium. Okay. Here, individual floral part of the gynoecium, individual floral part of the gynoecium is called actually carpel or pistil. Carpel or pistil. Understanding? When we observe the carpel, there are three important parts in carpel. How many? Three important parts are present. Yes. Now let's study the structure of the female reproductive structure or carpel. Structure of the carpel. You know, okay, observe. Here this is thalamus. Yes. Next, this is the carpel. Carpel has three important parts. The basal, swollen, largest part is called the basal, swollen, largest part is called ovary. Is called ovary. Next, a tube-like structure. A tube-like elongated structure is called style. What? Style. Next, knob-like structure present at the tip of the style. Knob-like structure present at the tip of the style. This is called usually stigma. These are three important parts present in carpel. Present in carpel. This is the structure of the carpel. Structure of carpel. Are you understanding? Next, inside of the ovary, we can observe a cushion-like structure. It is called placenta. On this placenta, number of oval-shaped structures are present. These oval-shaped structures are called ovae. These are called usually ovae. How many ovaries are present in ovary? Number of ovaries varies from species to species. In some species, only one ovule is present. In some 20, in some 200, like this. Like this, number of ovules varies from species to species. Okay, very important. What is the function of style? It acts as a trunk road first. It acts as a way for the pollen tube to, to grow into the ovary. It allows the pollen tube towards the ovary. Next, what is the function of the stigma? Stigma receives the pollen grain. Receives the pollen grain. This is the main function of the stigma. Okay, observe one. Okay. Next, let us discuss male male reproductive part again. Now observe the diagrams clearly. This is the structure of stamen. This is the structure of stamen. It has two parts. First one is filament, stalk of the stamen is filament. A noble structure is called anther. These are two important parts. When we observe the TS of the anther, when we observe the TS of anther, okay, observe TS of answer. At each corner, at each corner, some specialized tissue is present on type of specialized tissue is present this is called porogenous tissue. Yes, porogenous tissue. It acts as the spore mother cell. Spore mother cell. From the spore mother cell, spores are developed. Microspores. Microspores are developed as pollen grains. Developed as pollen grains. Are you understanding? When we observe the structure of pollen grains, it is surrounded by two membranes. Outer membrane is called exine. Inner membrane is called intine. Here and there, inner membrane is absent. So here and there, outer membrane is absent. There, small pore-like structures are appeared. These small pore-like structures are called germ pore. Okay. Here, inside of the pollen grain, two cells are present. One is the largest cell. It has dense cytoplasm. And irregular nucleus. irregular nucleus. Large irregular nucleus. This large cell is called vegetative cell. Vegetative cell. In cytoplasm of the vegetative cell, another small cell is present. Spindle-shaped cell is present. This spindle-shaped cell is called generative cell. Generative cell. It is very important cell because during the germination or after germination of pollen grain, it is involved in mitotic cell division or mitosis and form two male gametes. Understanding? Important here. Two male gametes are produced from the generative cell. Okay. Observe all important diagrams and characteristic features.